Hello, Simmers. This is your captain speaking, and we are doing another video here that's a little different from what we normally do. That's getting like the normal thing now. But if you recall, uh, about a week or two ago, we started having problems with the bush trips. This was I think a result of one of the updates to the simulator caused the bush trips to break in some way. And we haven't been able to complete any bush trips since then because once we get to the end of the bush trip, it's not registered as being finished. Well, one of the solutions to that problem that has been suggested on the forum has been described, and which involves tweaking the simulator with developer mode. I was thinking we'd probably be able to just wait until Microsoft fixed it and then continue with our bush trips, but apparently that's not possible, and that's not going to happen. And what the process involves is restarting the bush trips in developer mode, and then you can do one of two things. You can just restart the bush trips from the developer mode. Well, we'll just restart the bush trips and fly them over again. But if you don't want to do that, you can restart in developer mode, and then instead of flying each leg, transport yourself from the starting airport to the landing airport, and then the simulator will credit you as having completed that leg. It sounds kind of like cheating, but if you've done the trips already, it's really not cheating. Although, it kind of seems like you're taking advantage of a back door, and really you are. But you've completed these legs. And if you've completed the legs, you may as well go ahead. Who's going to care if you do it this way, one way or the other? So what I'm going to do here today is I'm going to at least start up the process so that you can see how this is done. And my intention is to go through each one of these legs until I finish leg 13 with the developer mode. Then I'll turn the developer mode off, and then leg 14 will be ready for me to fly. And hopefully by doing that, I'll recover from this issue. I think what happened was Microsoft changed something in the way the process worked, and even though it shows that you have completed this each leg here, the simulator doesn't give you a credit for that, and you have to complete the leg with the new code in order for the simulator to see that as being a completed leg. So doing it with developer mode works just as well as flying it, and so we're going to do that. So let's go back and see how to get that done. We'll just go back to the main menu and go into Options, General. And this right now my computer is seems like it's going through these menus very, very fast compared to what it usually does, but I'm not going to complain. Then into developer mode, and turn developer mode on. And you've probably seen this before, but if you haven't, when you turn developer mode on, you get a new menu up here on the top. And what we're going to do, well, let's just get to where we want to be there. Go back now. We'll apply this so that we stay in developer mode. And go back to the main menu, Activities. Go into Bush Trips. Rijeka is Santorini. And that puts us back into our thing here. That what I want to do. Yeah. All right. Now I've already done a few of these, but just so that you can see, well, I've done the first three already. But just generally, you would go back here and start with the first one, and then go through the process we're going to go to. So now, since I've done these first three already, I'm going to go on to the fourth and click continue. And that brings up a little world screen here. So this is going to take a few minutes for it to go through this, I think. We'll have to see how long that takes. But I'll go ahead and allow that. Well, it looks like it's going to go through this pretty quickly, so we'll give it a chance to go through. Also want to see if it's going to put me into offline mode again. The last 3 times I've flown a bush trip, it has stuck me into offline mode for some reason. I have a fiber connection, so it really shouldn't be doing that. I may have to file a bug report on that in order to get some help on it. Maybe going fast because of the scenery being cached. I don't know. That's a possibility. But it looks like it's just almost finished, so we'll just stay here while this goes on to completion. And while it's doing, we'll go ahead and take a look at the developer menu. A lot of different things you get in here in the developer menu, and it's basically designed for developing add-ons for the simulator. You can use this to create airport additions and things like that, and different kinds of tools. You can create a project here, and then there are a project editor you can use. A camera, I think, for looking at the world. I haven't used this. Various options. You can show the frames per second and various other things that you can use just to see how the thing is working. What we're going to be using is this teleport window in order to go from airport to airport. It doesn't take very long for this to happen once you get started. Just looks like a minute or two before this completes. I don't think it'll be that long. We're somewhere right down in here now in our flying. We've flown and we're now island hopping from island to island across this area, and just almost finished it, and we just have a few more legs to go before we complete it, and that's when it happened and caused us to quit. Looks interesting here. There's a slew mode here. I think what that means is it will make the camera move from place to place, or make the airplane move from place to place to get you to the new one. But might try that on one of these to see exactly how it will do. In fact, let's just do that this time. I'd like to see how that works. And it's not accepting that, so not sure why, but we just have to. Oh, maybe because we're not flying yet. So let's just go ready to fly. And here we are at the LDSP, where we just moved, or we just flew last time. And our next airport is going to be LDSS. And so we just have to go in here and just change the last letter, LDSS. Let's see if we can enable flew mode now. Maybe not. Well, anyway, here we go. Go to ICAO. And there we are. And it puts you a few feet above the ground and you just fall down on the ground. And there we completed that leg, ready to go to the next. And the next leg is Mostar. We click Mostar, puts us back into the last window we were in. And what you want to do here is scroll down here to the bottom and get the ICAO code, so you know where you're going. And now we're going to go to LQMO. Delete the last three, LQMO, and click go. And it turned us upside down and put us way up in the air. And now we're going to crash. And that is a horrible way to get to another airport. But because we're in development mode, the crash doesn't count, I guess. And if we just wait here for a little while, it will register that as a completed trip. It might take a little while longer for crashes than others, but that's happened to me once before on one of those first three, and I just had to wait for a little bit, and it finally showed me as having completed the flight. And there we go. The leg completed. Now, the first time when I started doing this blue button did not have any text on it. So I don't know why. After about the third instance, this blue bar started having text on it, but at first it didn't. Next leg is Salipi. The navlog pops up. We need to scroll down to get our ICAO code. LDDU. And let's go to. There we are on the runway. In the middle of the airport. Just wait. There's runway being rendered, and the leg has been completed. So we click next again, and our next leg is Tivat. Let's go there. It brought us above the runway again that time, but we're on the runway, and we want to go to Tivat, which is LVTV. LVTV. Click go to. And that time things didn't work just like I expected. Why are we ICLYTV? So I put the wrong code in there. LYTV. And here we go. All right. Difficult landing again, and this time we're on our side, but we made it. Complete. Next. Now we're at Tirana. I don't know. It's hard to tell where we are here right now because it doesn't give us the whole list, but we're sitting at Tirana. And we're going to go from Tirana to another Tirana airport. No, we're going to the Tirana. We're not at Tirana. We're going to Tirana, ATI. And here we go. Again, puts us there upside down, and we're on our heads now. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but let's see if that gives us a successful landing there. And there we go. Just takes a few moments. Leg completed. Click next. Now the problem may be that if I stay in this condition, I'll be upside down at the airport. No, I guess it puts you upright when you go to the airport for taking off. So we'll be okay. Now we'll go to Aeroporti e Mifoit. LANA. Lima Alpha November Oscar. And there we are. And looks like when you land upright there, it is a little faster in giving you the credit, but it will give you the credit one way or the other. Next trip is to Ionis Capodistris. Let's see. LGKR. LGKR. And we're going to crash again. That's something. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Here we go. All right, landed in the Corfu International Airport, LGKR. All right, we wait until we get leg completed, and it takes a while. I guess I just broke off the wings there, or buried them in the asphalt. All right, leg completed. Click next. Action Air Base. And click next. There we are there. Going to Action Air Base, LGPZ. Landed upside down again. And now this finally puts us at the Mussolini Airport. getting close to the 13th one. I'm not sure. This may be it. LGMS. That's not valid. LGMS. What did I do wrong? There it is. LGMS. And it says it's not valid. All right, so we've got a problem here, and to resolve this problem, may have to go into one of my tools here and see if we can find that airport and get the correct ICAO. So I'm going to open up Pilot to ATC and see if I can find it there. Just have to wait until that completes reading its database, and it seems to be stuck at 20% right now for some reason. Well, it looked like that may not load up right now for some reason. It could be memory constraints or something. I'm going to kill that and try another tool. This time, try the browser this time. And we want to find the Missolonghi Airport. And several airports in Missolonghi, so we got to find the right one. Try LG01. Let's try that. I don't think it will hurt anything. That ICO is not valid. I'm not having luck here. So uh, let me put you on pause until we can iron this out, and I'll bring you back. So just be a second for you. I finally made it to the Musalongi Airport, but I had to use the latitude and longitude that I got from Google to get there, because the ICAOs I have available, this is the ICAO that it's listed under now, and this is what Microsoft has for it, and it doesn't work with either one. So I'm at the airport, but I'm waiting for the leg completion. I really came in about 100 to 200 feet up and went nose down into the airfield. We're just waiting to see if that works. There we go. We finally completed that leg. So you get the idea. Let's see, and there's that blue button again. I guess not sure why, but if I turn off my window here, my video window, you can see the blue button without the word next on it. And if I click next, let's see where it takes us. The Kopada Dimitra Airport. I think that may be the last one that I need to go to. Yeah, it is. And so let's just go ahead and go to it. And that will be the 13th leg and get us ready. And I just crashed. So not sure what that means, but I'll finish the video at this point, and you've seen what we're doing and basically how to do this, and you can repeat it on your own if you're having the same problem. Well, thanks for watching. Come back to watch us again, and hope to see you next time.